Howdy ho again, everyone. Today we're checking out a game called MEGABONK. This is an action roguelite that feels like Vampire Survivors and Risk of Rain 2 had a baby. It is a Survivors-like game in 3D with ridiculous power-ups and upgrades that make it extremely satisfying. It is a serotonin rush for 20 to 30 minute sessions, but we'll see how far we get. Longer or shorter. But anyway, there's loads of play styles, unlockables, and tons of content to keep it interesting for many different runs and builds as you try the game out. I've discovered a few of them, but just a few crazy runs to get it really interesting for me in the first 5 or so hours I've been playing it. Anyway, shout out to my editor and artist, Y4, for tipping me off to this game. Thanks, Y4. I've really been enjoying it. It is incredible, except I'm afraid to stream it because of the sheer amount of motion on screen. So you have several, you'll see why later, but you have a bunch of different characters to choose from, and they are all very distinctive. I've only hit the tip of the iceberg. We're going to be playing as Fox, who is like a sorcerer. He has a fire staff and gains 1% luck per level, which can get really goofy, and I like. There's also Sir Oofy, who is like a defensive one, lots of armor and slashing. Calcium, who is a skateboarding skeleton, which is really sweet, and Clank, who I like too. There's so many other ones I haven't even tried yet. You can even like give them different skins and all kinds of things. The graphic style here really appeals to me. But I've made it through tier 1 and tier 2 in the game, so we'll see how far we get. And yeah, that's about all I have to say about that. We're going to be playing on Forest, but there is a variety of stages to choose from. All right, so we've spawned in as our protagonist, the Fox person. And basically, we're running around this fantasy world and slaying monsters in order to get gold, and experience and points. And you can see all that displayed on the screen in 1 second. Anyway, let's grab a fire staff here. We've got our first power-up as we've leveled up. That big bar on the top of the screen is our experience bar, so it's filling up blue as we get more of these blue crystals when we beat enemies. But we've also got gold from them, and we're going to be using the gold to unlock chests and other ways of getting more stuff. So we have only one weapon right now. We have a total of 3 slots. I have yet to unlock the 4th one, as well as 3 tome slots. And all of our stats are outlined here, and you can make many builds that work off of this in many ways. So we've got another one there. That was from an elite enemy. I'm still not exactly getting what I want, so I think I'm just going to take Fire Staff. I'm just going to keep throwing that. Oh, whoops, it looks like I got another thing, too. Now I got Tactical Glasses plus 20% damage to enemies above 90% HP, so more to full health enemies, which is nice. So basically, those are our 2 resources we're getting, and in the meantime, we've got our health, and we also might get some shield, too, as we go. All right, I got upgrade offers of Fire Staff, Bananarang is pretty good, and also Dice. Throw dice that deal 1 to 6 damage. Rolling a 6 increases the weapon's crit chance permanently. I really like this because it can raise... I mean, crits are incredible in this game, so I want to get them. There are some items that can give you a mega crit as well, so... I'll take those dice, and hopefully we'll upgrade them, and we are going to build projectiles this time. I don't know how far we'll get through the game. I mean, if we manage to get all the way through tier 2, that'd be great, but... We just got Thunder Mitts. Some things are kind of off meta, but whatever, this is fine. Upon hitting an enemy, clap their cheeks so hard it generates a lightning strike. 10-second cooldown. Yeah, because that would be crazy if it didn't have the 10-second cooldown. Anyway, earn 15% more gold from killing enemies. Basically, I'll read these one time, but then I'll just kind of focus on items that we need, because this is a, like, loot fest, if you cannot already tell. Anyway, there's quite a lot going on. We can also jump, and we can slide, and different characters move in different ways. So there's one guy named Calcium who's like a skateboarder, and he can just move around like crazy. Anyway, I'm going to take quantity tomes so we can start raising the number of projectiles. If you haven't noticed, my wand is... How many fireballs is it shooting? 1 by default, but now we've got at least 2. It appears to be 2 per shot. But basically, you can get more projectiles on the item or just in general, so pretty much all of the items I take are going to be projectile-based, or all the weapons, so I figure why not start there. The dice, the fireballs, and then maybe one more thing if we could get another projectile-based weapon. Projectile speed, I like attack speed a little bit better, so I think I'm just going to keep raising the projectile counts. Now we're shooting 3, and it just gets pretty crazy. It's one of those games where you really need to take out your calculator. I just bought a chest right here, so... We've got gold, we've increased our evasion, basically chance that we don't take damage when we run into an enemy. Most of these are pretty self-explanatory, but were a few that required like some experimenting to understand, like Difficulty is kind of a confusing one. Increase HP regen by 45. Now you can build regen-based characters, health-based characters, characters that deal more damage based off of that. Whoa, I just got tons of knockback and took falling damage. Yes, there is falling damage in this game, which is kind of crazy because some levels do have like very high points. Anyway, we should probably start being a little bit more intentional about now is looking for the end of the level. I don't think I have enough money to talk to that guy yet. There's a shady salesman who can give you a good deal over there. But anyway, let's go over for the magnet relic, or maybe this one, so that we can just get some free stuff. Ooh, cool. 2 right next to each other, so we can fill these up at the same time. And hopefully get 2 more charge shrines. Lifesteal would be nice because I'm going to be dealing a lot of damage, so I'll take that. Plus, it's an uncommon. And I just got it once again. I'll take that. A lot of lifesteal is a nice thing to have. Projectile count. Ooh, a revolver. This is also projectiles, so I think I will take this. Revolver is pretty good. So now we've locked in our weapon choices, although there are many, many weapons in the game. So these are by no means the only 3 or so that we can have. Plus 15% more damage to elites and bosses. I actually like this right now. I'll take that. Just because elites in this game are really strong, and there's one guy who has like hundreds of thousands of health. I still have not been able to beat tier 2 in this, so the farthest we'll get is like 20 minutes in, which will probably make this like 30 minutes. But honestly, in my recording software, this will probably just fill up my entire hard drive. So nothing I really want right here. Knockback, gold gain, and size aren't really my favorite, so I'm going to refresh. I didn't get what I wanted again, so I'll just take dice, because honestly, if I get something that I sort of want, I'll take it, even if I don't lock in another thing. Still not really getting what I want. I will spend the gold. I could banish one of these. Yeah, let's banish the gold gain, because I'm not going to use that. Damage might be good, but I prefer to just have tons and tons of projectiles just for the sake of having so many enemies. Hopefully I won't have to skip. But I do have a few of those unlocked. Now, of course, you do get some more of these through meta progression. Now we're fighting our first mini-boss. Whoops. Looks like I took some damage. Chunkum the Terrible. Great name. Just a giant hogman, more tactical classes. Man, we really took a lot of damage there. But I am regenerating a bit as we go. Now, my kind of goal here is to deal tons of damage, but I also want to become like a flying ninja Superman warrior. I am going to take movement speed. Now, this may not be the very best one, but it's going to make it a lot more entertaining to watch this run. Because, I mean, this is another one of those games which, let's be honest, you aren't going to watch me do 20 million runs of this. Maybe one to discover the game if you didn't hear about this. But then after that, you're probably going to go out there and play it on your own, and you're going to get recommended all of the crazy, ridiculous runs that somebody managed to get on YouTube. I know the way these things work. It is like one of those kind of mind-like water games, too, you know what I mean? Like, just, I zone out a lot. I find these games very relaxing to play. More damage increased by 10%, create power-up. Oops. Actually, I didn't want to take falling damage, but what I've been trying to do is increase the number of jumps that I get in my movement speed. Looks like we still got the one more. All right, I'll take the dice for now. What do I still have to lock in? One more tome slot. Now, it is fun if you can increase your luck like crazy, but I do want to get attack speed this time, just because naturally I will increase my luck anyway just by playing. I'm still not fighting or finding the boss relic. Let me increase my move speed only because I have to start exploring faster. Exploration is very much rewarded in this game. If you do manage to find it, you get a head start on it. Thorns, not really my favorite. I'll take the luck because I'm not really taking any luck tome. More gold, amazing. All right, good. I will take that, absolutely. Now, do I have another jump? I haven't unlocked my second jump yet, but I'll keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, let's just keep filling out these shrines because they are generally a good thing. More crit damage. I guess if my dice are getting the crit chance, then I might as well increase the crit damage. That makes sense. Sure, of course. There is one character, like I said, there are many builds, but there is one character who can just pretty much get straight crits for everything. It's like the, he's like the gunslinger guy. Ah, yes, 1.6 extra jumps. This is kind of stupid, but I like to make a character with like 5 or 6 jumps just so I can fly around the level. It's insane. You can become so, like, agile, it's ridiculous. And there's even one character that gains damage based on movement speed. I think I'm going to take a little bit of shield here just because having a little bit of is helpful. I don't like to go too crazy with shield, but hey, it's something. All right, mirror. Man, I'm just running out of breath to explain everything. Mirror reflects... What is it doing? Reflect any incoming damage back to the attacker and gain a short invulnerability. I don't think that means all the time, otherwise you'd just be invulnerable forever. Still not exactly getting what I want. I want attack speed. Nah, I didn't get it. I hope I didn't skip over it. Sometimes I just totally miss that when I'm commentating. I have a tendency to be very bad at reading when I'm commentating because I'm trying to keep things like moving along rather than read for you, but sometimes I do miss things. 9.2% size. I'm pretty sure this is projectile size. Pretty much the only thing worth getting there for me right now. Anything that increases the amount of silver I get will just improve my meta progression, and that's kind of boring for a VOD. Like, you're gonna see me do one run of this game, and I'm not gonna do a series of them for you. Evasion, unless if it's like Noida or some game that's really different from run to run. I've still been waiting to do my second Noida run on this channel. Man, I keep getting these golden gloves. They're definitely not bad, I'm not complaining, but there are better things. There is an item that gives you like a second life. There's all kinds of stuff in this. Oh, it looks like I did find the boss shrine when I wasn't even looking. I wasn't even paying attention. It's that red chevron on my minimap. All right, so what are we now? Charge shrine. Charge shrines 4% faster. 7.5% increased rewards. So at this point in time, I'm really just trying to fight enemies and find magnets so that I can detract in the experience faster. Damage. I'm still looking for attack speed because the dice will increase their chance of getting a crit by number of times they've rolled a 6, not by like the amount of damage. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to find things that synergize better. There's like subtle distinctions there. Beefy ring, increased damage by 20% per max 100 HP. So we aren't really getting an HP build, but hey, I mean, it's something. It's useful, better than nothing. So where is it? It's over there. See that demonic altar from which evil is arising? Yeah, that thing. That's the boss summoning area. Still not what I'm looking for. I actually have to skip this one. All right, give me that, and then hopefully I'll find it. Ugh. I'm gonna have to skip another one. I could just take the luck tome, though. Maybe I'll do that. What is my luck at? 43%? Yeah, let's go for insanely high luck this time. Whatever. All right. Sad that we didn't find the attack speed because I might be kind of underpowered, but I guess that the luck might eventually just get me enough stuff to get me stronger. I like to kind of moderate these strategies out because if you try to do too much stuff where it's like, oh, I'll get luck to get powerful eventually, you just kind of keep putting off becoming powerful, and then you're like endlessly saving for tomorrow, and it, you know, like it never really pays off. So you need to kind of do both. But then you can become crazy powerful if you do manage to survive, if you've invested in your long-term build. Let's see, Borger, chance to spawn. I kind of like Bob because he's a summon, and I'm going to be moving pretty fast anyway. I mean, if this build goes the way I want it to work out, I'm going to be like flying across the level by the time I get to the end of this. Mark my words. All right, I got a swarm incoming. I want to keep an eye on time. I want to get back to that boss portal with about 30 seconds left, maybe, or something like that. Because I'm dealing decent damage right now, but I still think that this character can scale in power. I'm not nearly as powerful as I've been in some of my runs for this. It's like I don't have an item for the microwave. You can double up an item. I actually kind of like Gym Sauce. Just straight up 10% extra damage is pretty great, and it compounds, so I'll take that, even though that it's like a common and not an uncommon or a rare or something. All right, what is down there before I go all the way down there? Oh, it is a shrine. I don't want this jump to be quite that high up, though. Let me just up my overall projectile count. Ooh, movement speed goes up to 54%. All right, now we're getting Be Fast Boy. This is what I've been waiting for. All right, I'm fast. I am speed. We gotta run fast, though, because we have only 2 minutes left in the level. Now, you could also increase the amount of boss curse, thereby making yourself fight against 2 endgame bosses and getting more rewards. Except that is a little bit of a crazy thing to do, and I don't think I'm ready to do it right now. Oh man, it's just raining enemies out of the sky. Looks like we've got one more mini-boss here, Stone Golem, and then I'll probably open up the final gate. Now, you can fight multiple at once. I'm just going to increase the difficulty over here. Hopefully get more enemies and more loot. Cool, more HP regen. We're doing a little bit better now. Okay, Stone Golem was not too bad a fight. Stone Golem should be very easy, though. More tactical classes. Dude, I just keep running through this because, honestly, if I know luck is great, but movement speed might get me more power-ups, which might get me more luck. Yes, I have to employ this type of logic. Alright, I will take the luck because even if it's a common relic, it will maybe get me more nice things because it's luck. Increase attack speed by 8%. See, I'm getting attack speed without even needing the tomes. So tomes are just like sort of something that you want to specialize in. 15% more damage to bosses and elites. Great. Bosses and elites are probably the trickiest thing for many characters just because some of them are ridiculously powerful. Alright, here we go. We'll bait one more group of elite enemies. And these guys don't look too bad. I just want to get one more item. Keep increasing my luck, even though that it doesn't make me stronger in the short run. Give me another one of these. Alright, we are getting a goodly amount of items. Ooh, beer is great. Plus 20% damage, minus 5% max HP. So the minus 5% max HP isn't great, but I'm like running out of breath trying to analyze what my character is doing. Like, you can get really big brain with it, but you could also just kind of, you know, like, not think about it and just sort of push buttons and watch lights on the screen, which is what this game is mostly about, after all, isn't it? All right, 30 seconds left. Seems like a pretty good amount of time to give myself for the boss. So I'm going to be fighting against Little Bark, which, ironically, he isn't that little, but he is littler than most of the other bosses, because there are some pretty big guys out there. Anyway, so we are, like, okay, we aren't taking him out in 5 seconds, but, like, we are definitely not so underpowered. Just kidding, we are pretty underpowered because there are some builds in this game that are just ridiculous. And I'm not really specializing in damage, I'm sort of like... As the Foxman, I'm kind of playing the long game here. Final Swarm incoming. Oh my goodness. Come on, 43-0. Alright, so now all the enemies are going to change up. We've finally taken out the end boss. Golden Glove, he just sort of gives a regular ward. But we get dice. Cool. More luck, amazing. And all of the experience in the level is being absorbed into me. Oh, cool. More agility. I'm getting really fast. Now I just need to increase my number of jumps. All right, I'm going to hang out here for a little while until this wave gets really tough. I can probably survive until about a minute. Until... See how it says easy up there at the top of the screen? In a minute, it's going to say normal, and the enemies are going to get much more difficult. Ooh, I got something really good. Yes! I got Zawarudo. Upon taking damage that would kill you, freeze time breaks after one use. So basically a free second life. And it also kind of, like, it freezes time, which is pretty amazing. So that's good. But look at me go. How many jumps do I have now? Only 2. We gotta up those numbers, baby. That's not enough jumping. Ooh, feathers jump higher. Yes. Okay, now I'm basically flying. Remember what I was doing before? Look at me now. Go back to the beginning of this video and tell me what you think of this game now. It's ridiculous. I love this. All right, we are getting to 51 seconds. I'd better start thinking about getting out of here because it can get pretty hairy and difficult to get off the level if you do it too late. 59, 60. All right, and they're spawning, and I am going. I am going now. I am leaving. Take me. Ooh, I nearly died there. That was terrible. I thought that was it for me. Ooh, we did it. We survived. 1 level. I should have... See, I told you, 1 minute the next enemies come in, and they basically just surround you, and then you die. So, I need to be less arrogant. 1.7 extra jumps. Now I can jump 3.7 times. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Do I have a 4th one yet? Let me just see. Jumps. 3. Okay. Wait, is that 1, 2, 3? Nope, I have only 3, it seems. Alas. Well, anyway, things are going pretty well. I'll take 9.8% evasion. That's epic. Or, whatever tier it was. Rare. HP regen, attack speed, movement speed. Give me the movement speed. I got to get really, really fast first. And then I'm going to go around the whole level Okay, that is a boss curse. That's not what we're looking for right now. We need to start increasing our damage because the boss here at the end of this level has just so much HP. It's like 200. Yeah, actually, it's not 200,000. It's like 600,000. He is a chunky boy. I've got a beer now. So as soon as I find this boss's portal, I'm just going to open it, and we're just going to fight him for the rest of the time because he is a thick, thick lad. And it looks like we aren't even able to take out these elites. My character is really good at exploring the level, getting around, doing the stuff that he does. Except that, I just gotta catch my breath here. This game is so fast, man. Like, I've been playing it, I think I've got 5.5 hours on it now. It feels like I've been playing it for 10 minutes and just uncovered it. It's just fun. I don't know how to say it. Go play this game. It was only like $9.99. I thought it was way more than that. I was like, really? It's just so good, man. Anyway, alright, I'll stop blabbering about that. But I just wanted to emphasize I am enjoying this. Although I am afraid of how big my recording size is going to be for the sheer amount of motion on screen. This game is going to take up like 50 gigs of recording space. Either that or it's just going to be like one giant blur when you watch this. Power-up drop chance. Ooh, raise power-up drop chance. That's pretty good. Let's keep looking for that boss. Show me the boss, baby. When you see him, you will be surprised at how much HP he gets. Ooh. 24.5% damage to elites gained. That's nice. Alright, so we've got the first mini-boss spawn, Stone Golem. Oh, I'm doing, like, hardly any damage to this guy. I'm really not doing very well here. See, I put so much of my stats into move speed that it's very easy for me to get away and dodge, except that I can't really damage people, so I just sort of have to run away. Oh, it looks like I barely got out of the range of that one. Give me the XP gain, and I'll summon guys over here since I do indeed do more damage to elites. Alright, I'll take the knockback. Fine, whatever. It's something. It's better than nothing. Alright, let's see if I can take out these elites to get one more chest. Right, and it does seem as though we've located the final boss. Phew! Oh, we have so much gold. What is our regen at? 145. I don't know what that is per minute. Something like that. I'm not sure, but anyway, let's get away from this guy. I can move so fast, but anytime that I have to stay in one place, I am in a bit of a spicy situation. Let's just put it that way. Right, raise my projectiles. I have so many dice now. I think I just need to do more damage with them. The dice really don't do that much damage to begin with. They're sort of like an automatic crit, I guess, once you've got them for long enough. And I'm also going to just spawn the final boss. I know we've got 5 minutes left, and that might not seem so smart of me. But I have not beaten this part yet, so I will most probably just fail the playthrough here. Oh wait, not yet. I'm not supposed to fail yet. I'm supposed to last a little bit longer than that. I'm going to run away, though, because this boss is very, very chunky, and this is where I will say I think that the meta progression gets a little bit crazy because, oh my goodness, I didn't realize that he puts thorns up on me wherever I am in the level. I was planning on running around anyway. Except this guy is really strong. And for your information, no, if I had spawned him later on in the level, I still probably would not have beat him. Because how could I have gotten that much more powerful in only 2 minutes? Well, I probably could have if I had snowballed certain other things, but I wanted to play a character that would be fun to play rather than strong. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep increasing just everything. Give me yet even more movement speed just because I think it's cool. Yet even more, I have to get out of here. Oh god, I can't even see myself. I'm getting so many level ups. Get me out of there. See, how could a character that was stuck on the ground do something like that? Come on, that's sweet. I don't want to take any falling damage here. I was airborne so long that my shield regenerated. Okay, give me the scarf, because I'm pretty much airborne the whole time anyway. Let's see if we can do any more damage to him now that we got that damage upgrade. I wish that they had some flex tape in this game, man. Oh, look, free chest. Phew. Man, I have so many items, and yet I'm still just so weak, man. Maybe we could take out the other mini-boss in front of him, though, before we take him out. Look, all that time and I've dealt only like 15k damage. Nothing. Right, let's see if we can go find some more upgrades. I'll be back to these guys in a minute. Just gotta keep looking around the level. I like that they do give you an option of when you can spawn the boss, because it just adds this like extra tactical decision. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'll take the max HP. That's not too bad. That's a lot of max HP to have. Not that I think it'll save me. I think if I get stuck here, I'm a goner, but... Right, let's see, I'm at level 38. That means I have at least 38 luck. 136% luck. Look at me go, man. Ooh, legendary. Projectile speed and crit damage. Nice for the revolver. Cool. Right, let's see if we can go back there and take out one of those bosses. I'll take out the stone golem right here now that I've got him pretty much cornered. Although there's just so many other enemies, so many bees. I don't even really know what am I fighting anymore? I'm just fighting a swarm of bees. Oh, MEGABONK. What enemies will you throw at me next? Ooh, magnet. That means I get a bunch of free level ups. You know what that means. All right, revolver. Just give me the luck, though. I need something. Okay, I'll take dice. Give me dice. I'm more just, like, kind of going with whatever gives me rare power-ups than what's actually the content of it, because I know it'll ultimately lead to more of everything. All right, I should have enough to make a shady deal. 100. All right, I'll take an extra 20% damage. I mean, that's something. I guess Bob could have been pretty good there because I'm moving so fast. But at the same time, whatever. Oh, wow. Just look at the sheer number of enemies on screen, though. Like, to think if my build were better, I could just basically eat them all in a moment. I don't think projectiles scales as well to swarms of enemies. I need more area of effect. All right. One more shrine right here. Maybe something nice. 9.8 shield, or, oh, okay, I'll take the crit damage just because I gotta deal more damage. It's not so much the shielding right now. All right, what is the other, is there another boss over here? Somebody else is over here trying to sell me something. This guy, all right, stone golem I'm having no problem with now. It's mainly just the sheer number of other enemies on screen. Am I even gonna get out of here? I do want to make it to just me and the final boss. Oh gosh, another boss has spawned underneath the first boss. There is an anthropomorphic bush with a sniper rifle that I could fight over there. I just passed him. I don't know if you saw it. Oh, there we go. I just got some sort of explosive launched at me. All right, that is the main boss. Nope, I can't fight him. I can't fight him. I have to take out Stone Golem still. Ooh. All right, yeah, this is where I will say I feel as though my ability was good enough. I just don't have the meta progression to survive this. Remember me as I was. I am literally flying over people. I feel like some sort of wizard flying through the sky, though. I mean, it's a great time. Am I going to die from the falling damage here? No, apparently. I can't even tell where the chest is from the first boss. That was a mistake. There's just so many enemies on screen now, though. It's ridiculous. Oh, I think I did actually perish right there. Did I use up my... Phew. But just look at this, man. You have to try this game. You guys have to try this. It's amazing. I'm just so happy that I gave it a try. Anyway, Chad Bark and Chunkum the Terrible. I did beat him, so this character in particular is really not doing that much damage. But, you know, I'm happy with my product here. Look at my character. I'm literally playing as Goku. This is insane. Will I ever have any chance of slaying the boss? No, I don't even take out 1,000 HP per second, so that means it's going to take me like 1,000 seconds to take this guy out. Or multiple thousands, even. Give me just something. Nope, not going to happen because I'm going to fight the elites in 14 seconds. Give me movement speed because I'm going to run away from whoever is around at the end. I don't plan on surviving much longer. Anyway, this is pretty much how a typical run goes in this game. I don't even have time to stop. Give me the magnet. That'll do more for me than anything else at this moment. Ooh, I'm not even gonna fight the boss. Won't have time. Give me just one of those. And then another magnet. Okay, maybe this will give me something. Increase the luck for the next one. You know what? Let's just go at light speed. Dice. More movement speed. More movement speed. I know some of you will be shouting at your monitors, AA, why did you take the movement speed? The goal of this was never to win. The goal was to do this. The entire time. Why would I try to win the game when I could become the Flash? A far better game and one that I haven't played yet. Oh, it gets so quiet when I'm not playing. Oh no, I did not need a difficulty increase. I guess I could have banished that power up. I'm so afraid to stop moving. I should not have stopped. Alright, give me the extra 15.6% damage. Except they're going to start swarming me in a moment, and that'll be it for me. I won't survive this. See, I could hardly even scratch the armor of the bosses, and I was too busy running away from enemies. Where is the boss? I can't even see him because I'm being mugged in midair. Look, oh my god, what is this? What am I even playing anymore? Okay, here's the second wave, and that's it for me. Remember me as I was. I can't even see myself anymore. Okay, increase the movement speed even more so that I can maybe go warp through the level. Oh gosh, I just need so much forward momentum to survive. Oh look, there's a chest I didn't open down there. I don't think I'll be able to stop for it though. Yep, I'm definitely a goner. Whew. This game is an adrenaline rush anyway. That's all I wanted to say. I cannot beat the second boss. I played this a bunch of times on my own. I played for about 5 or 6 hours. I really wanted to get to the end of the content. But that was about as far as I made it. I thought it was a really, really cool... like, there's so many Survivors-likes that I get. And, like, on the one hand, it does feel like 3D Survivors, but at the same time, it also feels like Risk of Rain. Like, so it's something completely unique. It's just like a different flavor, and there's also like a Minecraftiness about it with these messages. Now with 10% more bonk. I don't know, it gives me like a warm and fuzzy feeling. And we've got a lot of other unlockables I didn't show throughout the VOD, but I just wanted you to see that. Weapons, tomes, items, general, lots of challenges so that you can try all the different characters. I've only really hit the tip of the iceberg, and I'm sure that if I were to look back at this game in like another 10 hours of play, this would look like an amateur run. So just keep that in mind. There's going to be a lot of better runs out on YouTube, but as you know, that's about as... If I've played a game for like 5 or 6 hours and I really like it, then I prefer to show it rather than try to master it. So anyway, let me know if you really want to see more. Maybe I'll do some. Probably not, because this is like a Survivors-like, and it may be like a finite number of runs if I don't min-max it. But anyway, I hope that this helped you discover something more. Anyways, as always, I'm ambiguousamphibian. I hope you found more of something that you enjoy from this presentation, and until next time.